Knockemstiff, Ohio. It's located in the southwestern portion of the state, about an hour south of Columbus. And despite the ridiculous name, nobody is really sure where it came from. As you might imagine, there are lots of stories and legends, but nothing is known for sure. And that's too bad, because there has to be a really good story behind the origin of a town called Knockemstiff. Next, we have Mexican Hat, Utah. There are about 30 people that live there. It's located in the southeastern corner of the state, not too far from the Four Corners spot. And it takes its name from a pretty cool looking hat-shaped rock formation in the area. It's probably the best part of the country to see rock formations in weird shapes, and this one looks like a Mexican hat. Not too far from that, just across the state line, is Mexican Water, Arizona. The town is located in the Navajo Nation, but like a lot of the other towns mentioned in this video, it's not really known for sure how it got its name. The best explanation is that there was a small Mexican community located near an old, now since dried up well.
Hi, my name is Andy. Robin, nice to meet you. Alright, so the first TV I'm going to show you guys is over here. It's one of our newer models. You're seeing a trailer, it's playing in regular 1080p right now. I'm going to switch it to 4K, which is the new technology. What's the biggest difference that you see?
It like enhanced more.
Very vivid.
It almost looks realistic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to grab a different remote. So we'll be right back and then we'll do that one, okay?
Sure. Oh my god, Adrian. Oh my god!
What do you think about the picture quality?
Looks like she's gonna jump out.
She looks like she's gonna jump out?
More definition.
Like she's right there.
Like she's right there?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna touch it. Wow! Oh my god! It's brighter.
Quality, depth.
Hey!
Oh my god.
Scared, I'm a bit nervous, but I think it'll be fine. It wasn't so bad. You did great.
More than 2 billion COVID-19 vaccines administered worldwide.
Halfway vaccinated.
I'm getting the Moderna
AstraZeneca shot.
J&J vaccine.
As millions get vaccinated, many reunions are happening around the country.
It's been a very long time and so much life has happened.
You're going to have the best night you've had for a very long time.
We've all been through something collectively.
It's been such a difficult time.
And it's even harder pretending like everything's normal when it's not.
$700,000 people quit retail jobs.
As the so-called Great Resignation picked up speed.
They just didn't care about me anymore.
There is not a shortage of jobs, there is a shortage of decent jobs.
The shortage of products has extended to just about everything.
Big shortage of lumber.
Shortage of snowblowers.
And a shortage of microchips.
Look at those bones.
Can you not, please?
The growing backlog in the global supply chain.
A giant container ship wedged from bank to bank.
Guys on Reddit get rich off GameStop while bankrupting a bunch of hedge funds.
It's been a fun ride with GameStop.
A few things I am not. I'm not a cat.
It just shows how much power the rich people have.
What is an NFT?
Sold for nearly $70 million.
Literally sending Dogecoin to the moon.
Anyone with enough money can become an astronaut.
Looking down to our beautiful, beautiful Earth.
We need some of the world's greatest brains fixed on trying to repair this planet, not trying to find the next place to go and live.
The report is very clear. We expect to see new extremes that are unprecedented in magnitude, timing, or in regions that have never encountered those types of extremes.
The most affected people in the most affected areas still remain unheard.
Myanmar has been under political chaos since junta-led military coup ousted the elected government.
Farmers in India are marking a year since they began the biggest protest in the country's modern history.
The deadly conflict between Israeli forces and Palestinians continues.
The
government of Ethiopia has been locked in a year-long war with the Tigray People's Liberation Front.
A sudden wave of thousands of migrants has sparked a humanitarian crisis at the US-Mexico border.
How can you do that to human being, to other human beings?
It's time for American troops to come home.
It's
a very, very crazy situation right now.
Broke the glass in the United States Capitol, and now they are climbing through the window.
The world is watching in horror.
We will never give up. We will never concede.
These people coordinated on open parts of the internet, on Instagram, on Facebook.
These platforms are not merely mirroring humanity. They're making all of us our worst selves.
I am proud to announce that starting today, our company is now Meta.
People really underestimate the power of misinformation.
People who've had these shots and now they're magnetized.
Fui acometido de Covid e tomei hidroxicloroquina.
This is becoming a pandemic of the unvaccinated.
People haven't related to it. You see the figures, the daily figures, and they're nameless faces.
India is being ravaged by a second wave.
COVID-19 is threatening to overwhelm the country's health systems.
We don't have anything, and patients are dying.
A person cannot live here in Delhi. A person cannot even die peacefully in Delhi.
Vaccine inequality cannot be allowed to continue.
Omicron is spreading at a rate we have not seen with any previous variant.
The more this virus spreads, the more likely it is for a very dangerous variant to emerge.
We're in this together. And the only way we're going to conquer this virus is by working together.
They've agreed to share the gold medal.
Just because you're a female, it doesn't mean you can't accomplish the biggest of goals.
The Philippines, first ever Olympic gold medal.
Put your mental health first. It doesn't matter if you're on the biggest stage. That's more important than any other medal you could win.
There's so many people who are afraid to voice that they need help.
To truly choose to love is heroic.
Chile's Congress has passed a bill allowing same-sex couples to marry.
Britney Spears is free.
Hardly any of these police ever go to prison.
We, the jury, find the defendant guilty.
And I'm so happy. I'm so happy.
With the Asian American community, enough is enough. We're just fed up.
What I really hope that this movie can do is show Asian kids that it's okay to take up space where they are because they belong.
I know where I'm headed in life. I know what my future is going to look like.
When something says Taylor's version, that means I own it.
Rock and roll never dies!
There are people who don't believe that women can be better presidents, and we are here to show them.
Taking its first steps in pursuit of cosmological discovery.
Touchdown confirmed. We did not feel prepared to be the heirs of such a terrifying hour, but within it we found the power to author a new chapter, to offer hope and laughter to ourselves. So, while once we asked, how could we possibly prevail over catastrophe? Now we assert, how could catastrophe possibly prevail over us?
Deborah Winger is Emma Greenway Horton.
I got some good news. What's that? I'm unofficially pregnant. If you're not happy for me, I'm gonna get so mad if you're not happy.
Shirley MacLaine is Aurora Greenway, her mother.
Why should I be happy about being a grandmother?
Jack Nicholson is former astronaut Garrett Breedlove.
Wind in the hair, lead in the pencil! I am not enjoying this.
And they are all coming to terms.
What is it, Mama? You are not special enough to overcome a bad marriage. Listen to her. She's going crazy.
Emma, your mother boycotted your wedding. She hates your husband, and she only holds you in medium esteem.
Oh, Mama, that's the first time I stopped hugging first. How is your life going to get better if you keep having children with that man? What miracle is going to come along to rescue you? Wait over by the car, honey.
No, come on.
Wait over by the car, honey.
But I want...
Wait over by the car, honey. Now! Now! Now!
Nice boys. You're great with them, too.
I don't really think he wants to have anything more to do with me. Is it because you wouldn't go to bed with him? On a first date, Emma? It's hardly a first date, Mother. I mean, you've been living 10 feet away from him for 15 years. Why don't you talk about the real reason? I don't know what you mean. Because it's been about that long since you've done it.
I was doing laps when you called. Lucky for us. Only did 8.
This affair is gonna kill me.
Thanks, baby. It's gonna be great.
Who do you think you're talking to like this? Don't you realize I'm a grandmother? It's so strange that relatively late in life, I found that sex is so.
Hello.
Hello, Flat.
Yes.
Have you heard anything?
No. And Emma hasn't called you either, then, huh?
No. Let me know if you hear. And if you talk to Emma, don't sound as frightened as you do.
I don't sound frightened.
Deborah Winger. Shirley MacLaine.
No. You're gonna meet Emma in the church. No outside.
Jack Nicholson.
Please call. Emma. This is Garrett. Oh, the one. Pleasure to meet you. I've heard so much about you.
Yes, well, your mother's really been looking forward to this, too. So, go ahead.
Anything wrong, Garrett?
No.
I'll be over later. They're probably tired anyway and will get to sleep early, and I'd like to get to bed early. Grandma! Bye-bye.
Terms of endearment.
Merida. This has been on our bucket list to explore this city. It's been voted the #1 city to live in the world. It's home for many expats here in Mexico, including our friends Greg and Karen, who are visiting again. So we're staying just outside of the city. Thankfully, they allowed us to park it in their driveway, but if you're coming to Merida, there is a trailer park you can stay in. But this morning, we're doing one of my favorite things to do, no matter where we are in the world. If you followed along for a while, you know I love a good market. And in Merida, every Saturday morning, they have something called a slow food market. They have hundreds of vendors in 2 locations throughout the city that sell everything from meat, eggs, fish, vegetables, fruits, goods, honey. So we're gonna do a little shopping this morning. I'm really excited. I already want to buy all the things.
So we always make the mistake where we don't eat before we come to the markets. So of course the first stall we stopped in was a lady selling empanadas and tamales.
We also got something special called kibis. I guess it's a very popular dish here in Merida, and it's like a deep fried flour that's stuffed with typically meat or cheese, but in our case, we got vegetarian versions of everything.
Hebe, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see the detail, but there's a lot going on in here, and it is amazing. So good. And it's not just because I'm hungry. Like, this is legit really good. Let's wolf this down and keep shopping.
Major success. We are all stocked up with so much healthy goodies. I just love markets like this. And this is probably the closest to a farmer's market we've seen for what we're familiar with from like the USA or Canada here in Mexico. It's definitely like a thriving community. I get why expats love Merida so much.